It does not matter how small the sins are, provided that their cumulative effect is to edge the man away from the light and out into the nothing. Murder is no better than gambling, if gambling can do the trick. Indeed, the safest road to hell is the gradual one, the gentle slope, soft underfoot, without sudden turnings, without milestones, without signposts. Your affectionate Uncle Screwtape. If this sounds interesting to you, then the Screwtape Letters may be the book for you. The Screwtape Letters was written by the famous author C.S. Lewis. If you don't know him, he's the guy that made the Chronicles of Narnia, a series about a world separate from our own, inhabited by strange creatures, such as elves, dwarves, and even talking animals. However, this book has a different feel to it. It's not an alternate world or dimension, but feels like a different perspective, a different point of view from the one that we're used to. So, we'll get right into it. This book is not like the typical ones that I review, with a variety of characters and perspectives. It feels more like a series of essays written over a long period of time. It is written to the very narrow perspective of Screwtape, Uncle Screwtape, the master manipulator, the ever ravenous. He gives the image of the evil wise teacher to his so-called nephew, Wormwood. His words are always full of such character that exude pride and authority. The emotion, honestly, is a bit overwhelming at times, but in a good way, I mean. Then we have Wormwood, the recipient of the letters. And although he does not speak a word, his presence is felt. He is, as my favorite character puts him, a junior manipulator. He is inexperienced, fearful, and yet he shows the same pride that Screwtape has. Story-wise, the progression is different and somewhat poetic. It takes leaps in time showing the failures of Wormwood and the successes of his unnamed victim. This is a book composed especially of battles, tactics, and parasites, just to name a few subjects that are factors in the Screwtape Letters. Then we have the language. C.S. Lewis is a master of the English language, which really helps to bring his character alive. In his other books, he is a master of dialogue, but this one shows his prowess in monologue. He chose the right words to convey a clever and concise character. One problem, though, due to the age of this book, is it's not exactly easy to understand everything, because you got to keep in mind it's older English, and you may have to reread some sections in order to understand it. But other than that, it's amazingly well written. So that's basically it. The writing is interesting and very compelling. It gives a unique story format, and the overall content is good. If you don't mind the Old English language, this is definitely the book for you, especially if you are a big C.S. Lewis fan. I rate this book a 10 out of 10, given the topics and characters that this book exudes in such a unique and interesting way, almost flawlessly. You can get this book on iTunes for around $8, and it's definitely worth the money. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like or subscribe button for more content like this. This is Bearded Marksman, signing off. It's not an alternate world or dimension, but feels like a different perspective or point of view from the one we're used to.